This is an update on that sleeping illness that's going on in Kazakhstan. I'm sure most of you have heard about it by now. People just fall asleep for random intervals of time and nothing can wake them up. But that's pretty much all I knew about it until now. This article came out that shows a lot of different side effects and what goes on with these people in their daily lives. So I'm going to go through some of the major points here in the article. I'll link to it, obviously. So a local woman said that when their husbands and boyfriends come around, when they actually wake up from the sleep, which can last from 12 hours up to 6 days, they almost always wake up craving sex. So as soon as the men recover after waking, they need sex right there and then. And that feeling, that craving, can last for almost up to a month, she said. There's also the inability to control their bladder. So one poor man wet himself as he went to the hospital. So the paramedics removed his pants, and there he was, not properly conscious, but in a state of sexual arousal. Also, some people rant uncontrollably. One man, who the locals say has impeccable manners, was cursing out the nurses as whores and prostitutes. And another man, recovering, like after he woke up, he leapt out of bed, started giving the Nazi salute, and was yelling Heil Hitler at his doctors. And a 60-year-old grandfather imagined he was a rooster, flapping his arms around and crowing for a while. It's also affecting children. They have like vivid hallucinations, seeing monsters and extra eyes on their parents' heads. One mother was told by her sick child that she had an elephant's trunk and saw light bulbs and horses flying all around the room. So, I mean, this is crazy stuff. This isn't just falling asleep and waking up. There's a lot more going on here. And one man then starts going into different explanations of why. It could be like there's a uranium mine nearby, radon gas, carbon monoxide gas, like a lot of different stuff from the area, but nothing really seems to fit the bill. So they're starting to look into different other things. One guy saying that he thinks it might be sabotage and that they're using these people as a testing ground. So he said last year people were falling asleep in bulk, 30 people each month. Now they've had several quiet months with nobody falling asleep, maybe one or two people here and there. He wants to know why that is, what's changed. And this guy, Lyubov, says he thinks people are being poisoned to force them out of the village. Says that they found gold in a mountain nearby, and they started building a road to it. Says there was a meeting at the beginning of February to discuss relocation of the people of the town. So I guess the gold mine's just going to destroy the town, because that's what people do. They just, oh, there's gold there? I'll just rip up everything, kill it, and off the point. So she said the people who screamed the loudest at the meeting that they would not be going anywhere, they weren't going to leave the town, are the ones that are falling asleep. So she thinks there might be a connection with that. There's also saying that earlier on, during another period, so this is not the most recent outbreak, says all the sleepers were aggressive. Everyone, men, women, children, and they had to be tied to their beds because they were attacking doctors, nurses, and other patients in the hospitals. And these people have to be taken to the hospital because, I mean, they would dehydrate and die. I mean, we're talking up to 6 days without sleeping. You know, they need intravenous, they need supervision. And so there were also the moments when people were vomiting or hiccuping. This makes some people think that this is kind of a drug. They're vomiting to get it out of their system, with preparations going on with a different drug each time to see how people react. Others say that maybe there was a chemical weapon, that was dumped there a while ago or something like that, or a radioactive weapon that is affecting people in different ways. Like I said, they're trying to come up with different explanations. One guy said that he did a lot of research on the location of the people that got sick, and it was pretty much random, like one side of the village to the other side. There was nothing linking them in between. But often when he would plot it, he said it looked like some kind of beam went through the village. Maybe some kind of special equipment like an emitter, but it's all speculation. He says, I just see that the location of the homes where people fell asleep are sometimes in straight lines, as if some beam cut through them. So, I mean, obviously that's more of like a directed energy mind control type weapon than an actual individual poisoning or a drug being introduced into their system. I don't know. I can't I can't even think of what this is being all the way on the other side of the world. But I mean, it's a lot more than just people falling asleep, which up till now is what I was under the impression of. So, I mean, I can't help but think that these people are being tested. They're being used as like guinea pigs, either by the Russians or by whoever. Could literally be anyone in this world testing on these poor people. So who knows? But I just thought I'd put this out that there's a lot more than just falling asleep and not waking up.